moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Black 22. He don't know no better. Q. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, they scared. They scared.
On first down, Clifton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And
I think so, yeah. I was just about to say that.
Away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
I'm about to say, if my boy Scrummy gonna catch that, hey, we taking that to the crib then.
But it winds up falling incomplete. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
Oh, my.
He'll find it, and it's complete. First down,
Davis,
Lions
man,
on a pickup of 13.
It's right there.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. Black 22. 54 Mike. Come on. Sunday. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Wait.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
And this is going to be intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. His guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not.
Man, he won't get this from that X factor.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Trey Flowers.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Back to throw. Stewart eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Why would you do that?
Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long.
Bro, that man,
sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
You shouldn't have.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better out there. Touchdown!
Nigga took a knee and tried to swipe at his leg.
Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's Jones. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Off the bootleg. Stewart. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Play action now. Winston. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Winston now from the 50. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll try and run for it.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, he shifts
Hey, bro, come on.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Stewart now to throw on third down. He's got Evans. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stewart. He completes it to Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You ain't doing nothing today. Easy. Shift.
They'll run on first down. Clifton. He finds an opening past the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards on the ground. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Hey, check. 3 down. Sonic. Green, 17. Check right. Watch it, 5.
First down, Winston. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Winston now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And it's caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready. Blue lady. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Flip it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Now Stewart, off play action. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this all... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is really be able to bounce back in the next one because right now, this has not been his game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
They're going to try and throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Here we go. 30 base. 5. Let's go. Get it.
Stewart throwing on 1st down. And Blake, the tight end's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
X3, 218, chop.
Here's Stewart off the play fake. It's caught. It's Miller. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
How anybody knew?
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Off play action. Stewart.
Oh, nah, come on.
Intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Here's Winston. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. To throw again on second down. Winston open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Winston. Now
oh my
screen, it's complete.
That nigga would trip, bro.
First down past the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Jameis now on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This is Bawden. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston to Valdez-Scantling.
Oh, my goodness. They made me switch to the wrong person.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he's going to go deep down. They've got his man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
General West. On the ball. 5.
2nd and 1. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Back to throw. Stewart. Open man has got it. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It wasn't even no low pass.
His own defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. When the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On second down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Stewart. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sideline.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On first down, Clifton, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
At the 26-yard line.
Mike. Here we go. Green, triple thing. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Flip it. 55. Check tight. 50.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, echo. We own now. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. It's going to be a long day. Recon, 132 fighter. Please grip.
They'll go again to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Pilot, 64, weak.
To throw is Stewart. Off play action. Flushed out right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check girls. Hey, Alpha. On the book.
Stewart now, operating from the gun. Jones has it.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, Corbin. We got to step it up. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. 58's the mic.
2nd and 2. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Go. Ready?
Now Stewart off the play fake. And this is caught by Evans. And it's going to be another first down, as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. Back to throw. Stewart. The quick slant caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. One final shot. They'll
No! Oh, my gosh.
Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games.
That's what you get for playing back too far.
Games, and you're likely going to be
had
in the
to teach you a thing or
playoffs.
two.
But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That's childish.
So for Detroit, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, that first win remains elusive. They dropped to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.
Torturing that nigga, man.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm not going to force it.